Hi guys, welcome to Souls No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless oracle message for whenever it is that you're tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be pulling from the wisdom of the oracle, see what we've got going on. We'll jump in and clarify with the charms and letters. Ooh, observer. We have the observer here, card number 49. And then we have Treasure Island. Oh, card number 9. So we have a difference of 40 between these cards. Right, I feel like there's something that you need to, I don't know, assess, reflect on, observe, see clearly. And it's in relation to this moon. So the moon is about... It's about a lot of things. Let me speak about the moon, because it could be any one of these things. These are general readings. It could be your story. It might not be. So only take what resonates. But firstly, the moon is about insecurities. It's about your fears. It's about things that go bump in the night. It's also about cycles and patterns. It's also about your subconscious. So it could be your subconscious mind, your subconscious beliefs. So you could be looking at, well, where do my subconscious beliefs come from? What are my subconscious beliefs? How is that dictating my behavior? Or how is that dictating my fears? Like, where do these fears come from? Because the Seven of Swords, whenever I see a fox, it gives me the energy of the Seven of Swords in the traditional tarot. And that can be a very deceptive or sneaky energy, somebody trying to get away with something. But I don't see it like that in this instance. I feel this is you investigating, this is you strategizing, trying to work out what is almost like standing in the way between you and this treasure island. You get between, you're trying to work out or look at, magnify and see what's blocking you getting to this treasure island. And that treasure island very well could be your wish fulfillment. I'm seeing stars on there. I'm seeing hearts on there. So star, if we look at the star cards, about your blessings. It's about new opportunities. It's about renewal, recovery, healing, being on the right path. The hearts are reflective of love, unconditional love, forgiveness, trust. So it very well could be whatever, you're wanting to manifest, but what's stopping you, what's standing in the way, what's blocking you. I feel that you may be looking at that. And if you're not looking at that, it may help you to look at that if you have, this treasure island that you're trying to get to, but you can't understand why you're not getting there. There's something in the way, but it's internal, because it's subconscious. It's in the dark. It's something that you don't know, whether about yourself, let's say about your fears, about something. Right. Let's get some charms. That's so weird. We had, this planet was in, I think, the last reading that I did. Right, we have number 2. Ooh, stork and a baby. We have an owl. We have a triangle. We have a love heart. Oh, here we go. The looking glass. Yeah, that's that reflection, self-reflection. Oh, shit. Scorpio. We've got a tiger down here. Oh, my gosh. Another heart. That's 2 hearts. So this wish fulfillment could be about, a relationship. And then we have apple. Let me hold them up. These are the charms. You can pause it if you want longer. You may be getting, your own message or putting things together in your own way to get a specific message to you. Right, so I want to go with the Scorpio charm to start with, because Scorpio is the ruler of the 8th house. And the 8th house is that mystery. That's what I was talking about with this. The subconscious, you don't quite see it. It's all undercover. So you could be delving deep, like I was saying, into this mystery, into the underworld, stuff that's been going on below the surface. If there's a need for a transformation or a rebirth, some sort of spiritual growth that's going to bridge the gap from, where you are to where it is that you want to be. That's all what we've just talked about. Now this was giving me Saturn vibes, and that's a very restrictive energy, lessons to learn. So the lesson very well could be this self-reflection with the looking glass, like I'm saying, really observing, assessing, reflecting on what it is that's had you, I don't even want to say stuck, whether it's fearful, stuck, or cycling through a pattern of behavior or a mindset or insecure, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, this could be in relation to love, like this treasure island could represent a relationship. We've got two hearts here. We've got two hearts. That could be the coming together of two hearts. Like, why is it so difficult for that to happen for you in a healthy way? We've got the number 2 here, which is like you being at a crossroads or having, you know, some sort of choice or decision to make. But 2 is also a number of partnerships. You've got two hearts here. So for some of you, this could be about partnership and love and all that good stuff. I feel as though the self-reflection, though, that you're being advised to do, or that you are, you know, in the process of doing, it's going to be really harmonizing to your energy with that red triangle, because that's like a body, mind and soul connection. Everything's going to be working in unison. Everything's going to be working in harmony and almost enhancing each of those aspects of yourself. So you're not just looking at the spiritual aspect or the physical aspect. You're seeing how all of it in turn kind of supports the other. So I feel that this self-reflection work is going to be really unifying for you. It's going to put you in a position of power or position of strength here for you to move towards whatever it is that you want, whether that's picking a path or a particular relationship partner, or if you're at a crossroads, like I say, you're going to be strong enough to know what direction it is that you should be moving in. I also feel that this self-reflection is going to give you that insight, that higher perspective, or you doing this self-reflection work from, you know, in unison with your higher self is going to be really beneficial. You don't want to look at this from your ego. You don't want to look at your fears from the perspective of your ego or the perspective of, you know, your shadow. You want to look at your insecurities and fears in union with your higher self, because that's when you're going to get the most productive feedback. Because there may be some sort of temptation with this apple. If you go in there like from the shadow, whether it's to deny or to dismiss what it is that you're actually observing. And then we've got like the stork and the baby, which just gives me exactly that, whether it's a pregnancy that you're wanting or a family, like I say, a coming together of two hearts to create a family. It's kind of underneath the Scorpio energy. What does that mean? I don't know. There could be a hidden pregnancy, a mysterious pregnancy. Like I say, the Scorpio energy is something that's below the surface. It's the god of the underworld. Yeah, that's a side note. Right, let's get some letters. Okay. Right, we have E, L, N. Oh my God. You don't want to flip and stay around. I, T. A P. An N. Another E. Another I. God, we've got 2 I's, 2 E's, 2 N's. U. And another E. 3 E's. I'm just glad we didn't get an S. I was waiting for an S to come out. We've got such a dirty mind. Right, these are your letters. You could be getting names, initials, words, acronyms, parts of words that remind you of something else. So let's see what we've got in here. I'm seeing like Lent. And I'm not like Christian as in like practicing Christian, but I'm sure Lent is about giving something up. giving something up. So after this self-awareness, self-reflection, assessment, whatever it is that you're doing, I feel that's what I mean about going in there with your higher self as opposed to your ego, because you're doing that observation to find something out, but you've got to then use that information to better your position. So there's something that you're going to need to give up once it's come into your awareness about what that is, whether it's a habit or a behavior, a mindset, a cycle of something that you've been doing that's stopping you from getting, from where you are to where you want to be. So there's going to be a need for you to give something up. I'm seeing night, even though it's spelled in the modern way. It's spelled in text speech. But that's what I mean about that god of the underworld going into the darkness, or the shadows being cast on the wall. There's something about the night here. So that would give me the energy of darkness, and there's nothing to fear about the darkness. But what we do when it's dark is we shine a light so that we can see. So I think that it's important to do this observation work, because it's going to shine a light on the things that you can't see. That's it's going to bring awareness to the things that you can't see, which is then going to allow you to take action, as we've just talked about, give something up that's no longer serving you, which is going to allow you to sort of come out of that darkness. I'm seeing pent, as in like, I suppose I can, if I reuse the P, I can spell pent up. As in like pent up energy that's got no outlet, that's got nowhere to go. So it's just sort of churning up within you. So there may be a need to release something, exactly that Lent, let something go. Release something, whether this is emotional stuff. We've got all this water here in the Treasure Island card. So this could be like an emotional deep dive that you're doing. The moon does represent feeling and emotion. It's generally the feminine energy. So there could be some sort of pent up emotion that you need to observe or look at, release, or allow yourself to feel it and then release. Scorpio is also a water sign. I'm going to leave that there. Let's read Observer out the book and let's wrap this up. I've got to go and get my child from nursery school. So let's read this. 49. And my stomach's rumbling as well. And I had my lunch. So I don't know why. I must be super hungry today. Right. Essential meaning: perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Yes. This is what I was saying. Oh God. Right. Okay. Let's just turn it to the next page. It says, most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are other times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. And this is it. If you're trying to change your reality, you're trying to get to your wish fulfillment, you've got to see what is holding you back from that. And it's got to be a perspective. It's got to be a belief. It's got to be a mindset. It says, now is one of those times in your life. This is the perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment that you're engaged with. And I spoke about the subconscious mind, like, well, where do our beliefs come from? And we inherit our beliefs, whether it's through, well-meaning parents, but then where did they inherit their beliefs from to pass on to us? Well, it would have been through their parents. And then you've got to start looking at the bigger picture of, well, it's cultural. And cultural's got nothing to do with race. Cultural is, I thought we had Aquarius energy in here, but we don't. It's groups of people. But with this Saturn energy in here, the restriction, I think this is looking at, with a looking glass, where there may have been cultural restrictions, cultural limitations, cultural lessons that need to be learnt here, or looking at how they've been holding you back. This is fascinating. You'll be happy you did. Illumination is the miracle that you seek, and we talked about that, shining a light in the dark. So illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Wow. Right, I'm going to leave that there. That was absolutely fascinating. But yeah, it's about getting that higher perspective, going in neutrally, like I said, not with your ego, not so that it triggers you, not so that you sort of close down or you're blind to or you get defensive about the things that you then see. It's about neutrally looking at it and not just from a personal perspective. It's like we bring it out, we bring it out, we bring it out. And then look at, well, are these things serving me? Is this aspect of my culture serving me? And if it's not getting you where it is that you want to be, then that's what needs to be, like I say, given up for Lent, so to speak. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.